It didn't take the jury long to reach their verdict in the case against 58-year-old Grant Rose. Rose was found guilty on all charges that he was facing, which include promoting prostitution, engaging in a pattern of corrupt activity, and 13 counts of trafficking a person. He was sentenced to 42.5 years in prison. According to detectives, Rose and former girlfriend Susan Walenzik offered up a young girl for sex in exchange for money or drugs. Detectives say the offense started when she was around 11 years old and continued until she was in her late teens. Rose denied knowing anything about the prostitution and says it was all Walenzik. During closing arguments, Rose's lawyer says Walenzik and the victim's testimony was questionable and there was a lack of evidence to back up what they were claiming.
So like we told you, it was going to be testimonial in nature. It was. It's just you have to determine who was telling the truth and who was lying, and maybe looking at some of the motivations as to why they're lying. So I think at the end, though, you've got reasonable doubt, so you're going to have to return, I think, a verdict of not guilty.
I could say aliens came down, snatched her up, forced her to prostitute, and dropped her back here. That's not plausible. That doesn't make sense, and neither did his testimony. I would submit to you, instead of the guy that doesn't know anything about anything or knows nothing about nothing, he's the guy that knows everything, about each and every element of those offenses, and that's why he's guilty. Umbrella.
Rose will also have to register as a Tier 2 sex offender.